everybody, this is Matthew Movies coming at you with my review of Night of the Living Dead, the 1968 horror zombie classic, the first Romero zombie film that I think still definitely holds up to this day. I mean, there are parts of it that I think definitely could be updated, and Tom Savini put out a remake in the early 90s that I think went pretty far in that direction. And then there's, of course, lots of terrible remakes that have come out subsequently, like the 3D version was just god-awful, and there's several versions of this movie that are out there that are just not worthy of a watch in any stretch of the imagination. But I still feel like this original film is the best of the bunch. It's definitely the most creepiest. It's got the moments in it that you will really, really remember, like the "they're coming to get you, Barbara," and that whole scene at the beginning, I think, is just does a great job of kind of setting up this almost like idyllic situation. I mean, yes, they're at a cemetery, so there's nothing great about that, but their surroundings are very, very pretty. And then all of a sudden, this being shows up in the background, and then you almost instantly have this moment of just utter fear, and a character that you've been introduced to and seems to have some charisma to him and be entertaining, and Barbara's brother is all of a sudden snuffed out, and then the movie's just kind of off to the races. And I love the whole concept of this movie where she goes off and she goes into the house, and turns out there's these other people hiding in the basement, and I just love the idea of them boarding themselves into the house. I mean, it really, really works for everything I love about this genre, because obviously the idea of like a single zombie coming at you, you probably should be able to get away from that fairly easily, considering how slow they shuffle and all that kind of thing. But the thing I really dig about the zombie movies is you can't move forever, so you're eventually going to have to hole up somewhere. And then that idea of them just surrounding you and just kind of impending doom coming in on you, and I think that this movie definitely perfected that concept and originated it to a large degree, and just works on every level because of it. And then just the back and forth between her, with Barbara, and the other people in the house at times gets a little bit kind of over the top and almost a little bit asinine. I mean, the way in which they disagree is just it gets ridiculous at parts, but it all works for the story. And Ben is such a hero, and I love the idea that they have a black guy be the hero in a movie from the late 60s. I mean, that even by then that just wasn't happening all that much, especially in the horror genre, so that was really, really cool. And I love the story. I think the effects in this movie are stellar for its time, and more than anything else, it's just it gives you this kind of claustrophobic feeling that makes you feel like they're coming in all around you, and that's what I dig in a zombie movie, and I think worked to perfection here. And there's a very good reason why this movie is held up as the classic of the genre, and why it's still really revered to this day, and why it was able to kind of start this whole franchise, and to a large degree entire genre of films, because it is just such an expertly made film. And it still fascinates me to this day that George A. Romero lost the copyright on it because he accidentally cut it off in the printing process when he released it, so there was no copyright notice, so anybody can do whatever they want with it. I mean, it was just such a tragic story. I feel so bad for him. I mean, obviously he was able to make more movies in the franchise, and he has been able to capitalize on this, making kind of official releases. But the idea that because of that one error, he lost out on so much money, it just boggles the mind. So those are my thoughts on Night of the Living Dead. Let me know in the comment section below what you think. If you're a fan, if you're a zombie person, if you like the faster moving or the slower moving or whatever. Other than that, please hit that like button, hit that share button. It makes it much more likely that other people will come check out this video, which is something I would absolutely love, because I love talking to people about movies. And speaking of which, if you are new here, you just haven't done it yet, please hit subscribe, hit that notification bell. It'll let you know when I put out a new video, and you can come and join the conversation. Other than that, have yourself a good day.